Hello, BookTube. I have another mail haul for you in my relentless quest to hit a Steve book. Although I'm not going to press that point too hard because it occurred to me after I made that last mail haul that at the end of a video in which I opened 20 free new books on camera, I ended up kind of sort of disappointed. And that's a perfect invitation for the rest of you to come over and egg my house. I don't want that. So I was very happy, and we'll move on from here. It's a much smaller mail haul this time around, and it starts off with a package that only barely reached me through German lines. I don't know. I'm going to have to tear it apart like pieces. Who knows what it went through to reach me. What can this be? In a package. Look at the package. It's literally falling apart. You have to tear it apart to get the book out. Okay. So this is a new anthology edited by Allen Ginsberg called The Best Minds of My Generation, a literary history of the beats. And this comes out in April. All right. So where are we going to put these things? Over there. All right. So we've got there's a mess to get into that. Let's move on to this next one here. Literary history of the beats. Already been down that road once before. All right. This is what have we got here? Okay. All right. This is due in early February. It is called The Young Widower's Handbook by Tom McAllister. And it is a novel. For Hunter Cady, meeting Caitlin is the greatest thing that has ever happened to him. Whereas he had spent most of his days accomplishing very little, now his life has a purpose. Smart, funny, and one of a kind, Kate is somehow charmed by Hunter's awkwardness and droll humor, and her love gives him reason to want to be a better man. I'm thinking the second paragraph is going to change that. And then suddenly, Kate is gone. Yep. Her death is as unexpected as the happiness she had brought to Hunter. Numb with grief, he stumbles forward in the only way he knows how, by running away. He heads due west from his Philadelphia home, taking Kate's ashes with him. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he's devastated by the loss. He takes her ashes. He goes on the run. He heads west. He meets someone. That someone gets through the battered scars on his heart. And as he's pledging himself to that someone, he finally finds the courage to let go and disseminates her ashes onto the wind. It's been real, Kate. I gotta move on. I would be willing to bet you a Boston cream pie from Dunkin' Donuts that something exactly along those lines happens. But I could be wrong. Maybe the young hero dies. I know people who have to review that sort of stuff for a living. Let's move on. Okay. All right. It's another novel. This is from Europa Press, and this is something called The Gringo Champion by Aura Ziolan, and it's a very nice cover, and she is, I believe, all of 19 years old. She's a novelist and filmmaker from Puebla, Mexico. She was born in Mexico City and spent her childhood in Germany. The Gringo Companion is her first novel, completed at the age of 19. Okay, so Liborio has to leave Mexico, a land that has taught him little more than a keen instinct for survival and mistrust of authority. He crosses the Rio Grande, like so many others, to reach the promised land, and in a barrio like any other in some gringo city, this illegal immigrant tells his story. Okay. Okay. It's very nice of the people at Europa Press to send it to me. They have sent me some stuff I really liked. So, of course, they also sent me Elsa Ferrante, but we'll won't hold that against them. Let's see. The rest of the world liked it, for sure. All right, let's move on. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Okay. All right. This is due in January. It is a book about soccer, the world's most boring sport, and it's written by Karl Ove Knausgaard, the world's most overrated author. Okay. It's called Home and Away. Karl Ove Knausgaard is sitting at home in Skåne with his wife, 4 small children, and a dog. He's watching soccer on TV and falls asleep in front of the set. He likes 0-0 draws, cigarettes, coffee, and Argentina. Not a single thought spared for the people in the room who are getting lung cancer because of what he likes. Fredrik Egeland, who's the co-author of the book, is away in Brazil, where he plays soccer on the beach and watches matches with his friends. Fredrik loves games that end in 4-3 and teams that play beautiful soccer. He likes caipirinhas and Brazil. In Home and Away, these two use soccer and the World Cup in Brazil as the arena for reflections on life and death, art and politics, class and literature. Okay. Sign me up. Okay. All right. Karl Ove Knausgaard writing about soccer. Okay. All right. I said I would be happy. I am happy. Of course, I'm happy. This is wonderful. We're having such fun. Let's see what this next one is. This is by Mark Seidenberg. It is Language at the Speed of Sight. How we read, why so many can't, and what can be done about it. In 2011, when an international survey reported that students in Shanghai dramatically outperformed American students in reading, math, and science, President Obama declared it a Sputnik Moment. A wake-up call about the dismal state of American education. Little has changed, however, since then. Over half of our children still read at a basic level, and few become highly proficient. Many American children and adults are not functionally literate, with serious consequences. Poor readers are more likely to drop out of the educational system, and as adults are unable to fully participate in the workplace, except in the White House, whose next occupant openly admits he does not read and has never read a book. So I guess we can address the problem right at the top. Okay, so this is it's about that Sputnik moment. It's about the deplorable state of education in America. The public funding for which is about to be gutted right to the bone by a functional illiterate. So, A, whatever's wrong with the state of education in America is not going to get any better anytime soon. And B, whatever you might tell a student about what you cannot achieve if you don't know how to read goes right out the window if you can become president. Anyway, let's move on. We have a couple more chances here. Let's see. Oh, God, this is the second copy of the same book. All right. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to warn you up front. If this is the third copy of the same book, I'm going to declare this mail haul a failure. So, let's spin the barrel and take our chances. No, it's not. Okay. All right. It's a novel. It's the finished copy of The Moravian Night by Peter Handke. It doesn't have a pub sheet, but am I wrong in thinking that the Moravian Night came out a while ago in America in hardcover? No information whatsoever here. So, okay. All right. So this is Peter Handke's book, The Moravian Night, which I read in an advanced copy and thought was as boring as ditch water. 2 copies of Language at the Speed of Sight. Home and Away, a soccer book by Karl Ove Knausgaard. The Gringo Champion, a Mexican novel by a 19-year-old. The Young Widower's Handbook by Tom McAllister, another novel. And The Best Minds of My Generation, A Literary History of the Beats by Allen Ginsberg. So, how about them Red Sox? I don't want to invite house egging. I'm tremendously happy. All is well. We'll keep our fingers crossed at the next mail haul. I'll see you then.